So Scoob is another one of those films skipping the theaters, going straight to VOD because of the whole COVID-19 thing that's happening right now in the world. And this movie is more of a modern take on the whole Mystery Inc. game, and it's a retelling of the origin story of how Shaggy met Scooby and how Mystery Inc. got formed. And this movie is about Shaggy and Scooby are recruited to help the superhero, the Blue Falcon, and his crew to help stop the plan of one Dick Dastardly. Now, first off, I want to say I didn't know who Dick Dastardly was, who he was at first, until I saw a picture of his dog, and then I put two and two together and remember him back in my early Cartoon Network days when they were playing the old cartoons and they didn't have all these original shows like they do now. And I just want to say that this movie has hell of Easter eggs, and more than likely there are videos online talking about the many Easter eggs and this and that, because there's a lot that I caught from just other Hanna-Barbera characters being shown, whether it's on the poster or whether they had a cameo, from Hong Kong Phooey on the arcade to the Hex Sisters from an old from a older Scooby-Doo movie, one of the ones that came after Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, to even a straight cameo from Captain Caveman as well, which I found was dope as hell. And the animation was really good. The designs and texture were visually great to look at, with the array of colors that just added to everything. The characters were handled well. Fred, Daphne, Velma, Scooby, Shaggy, and even the newer ones, Blue Falcon and his crew. And I even liked Dick Dastardly and his motivations. And this movie, all throughout it, has a use of popular songs. One that really stood out to me that seemed kind of like weird to have in there, but I could see why they would pick it because it has a high energy, which was Outkast's Bombs Over Baghdad, which only really just played the chorus part. But still, if you read the chorus, or if you know what the chorus says, it's kind of weird to throw it in a Scooby-Doo movie, but I don't really think kids care anything about that, or know anything about the song and what it's about. So I guess it's whatever. And one of the things I really did like about this movie was that it really seemed self-aware at times, which made it really enjoyable. And it does have something for the kids as well as the adults. The jokes and fast-paced action and the animation mixed with all the nostalgia elements, references, and Easter eggs. And the balance of everything was truly satisfying. And one thing that did stand out to me was that it did take a high risk with jumping the shark with the introduction of other Hanna-Barbera characters, surely trying to set up a cinematic universe. But unlike the other movies that tried it, this actually did work for the movie rather than against it. And definitely now I want to see a Captain Caveman solo film. I was kind of thrown off by Tracy Morgan providing the voice, but once I saw the way that the character was used, I immediately changed my mind. It was something that I felt could have lasted longer up in this movie, and it would have been really, really enjoyable. So I want to see more done with this character, and hopefully in a solo film. And this movie was entertaining as hell and well worth the purchase. You can rent it for $19.99 or $24.99 wherever you can buy your digital movies from. And for me, this was definitely a hit. Definitely check it out if you can. And I'm definitely looking forward to what else WB has in store for the Hanna-Barbera Cinematic Universe, or the HBCU, or whatever they want to call it. But I was definitely surprised by this movie. I didn't expect it to be this good, at least to me, and I definitely recommend that you guys check it out, especially if you're a big fan of Scooby-Doo and just the whole Hanna-Barbera universe.